Hello and welcome back, everyone. In this last video, in this chapter, we're gonna learn about the combination of resources that the operations department has to eventually settle on. Meaning that buying land, remember, we discussed that land is a long term decision. It is long term in nature. You can't immediately change the place where you set up a factory. So that's a more long term decision when you have to change it. But the other two resources, your labor and the amount of capital you have, are two things that you can change in a more short term period. So, getting the right solution in terms of labor and capital is one of the key actions of the operations department. So, what you see here is combination of the two: humans, the labor side; capital, the money and the machine that you give to the operations department. Now, in certain businesses, we will choose to have more people doing the job and fewer machines being used. If that's the situation, such a situation is known as labor intensive, where most of the production process is being performed by humans and some of it. Remember, this does not mean that there is no capital, no machine involved. Some of it is being done through machines. So, for example, farming is a very labor intensive process. You have a lot of people in a country like Pakistan, especially, it's very labor intensive. You have people people spending all day in getting the crops out of the land, but they're not doing it all by hand, right? They have some tools, something that helps them to do it. So most of the work is being done by people, but they also have support of some tools, which is also capital. Such a situation is known as labor intensive. Now, these sort of businesses are usually those which need specialist skills. Things like carpet weaving, specialist birthday cakes, wedding dresses are all those products which require more human effort than machine. Labor intensive. The other thing that the business could have, the other combination is that they could have less of people and more work being done, more production being done by machinery. Now, this is something that is known as capital intensive. Now, think about Coca-Cola, for example. If you look at Coca-Cola, any video of their factory, you would notice that most of the work's being done by machines. The bottles being made and lined up by a machine, they're being filled by a machine, they're being capped by a machine, they're being packaged by a machine. In fact, they're being stacked by a machine as well. The only time there is human involvement is some people will come around every hour, make sure that the machines are working properly, all the gauges and meters are working fine. They will either okay on it and they'll continue to do the production through the machines. That is capital intensive and is useful when you have to make a lot of identical products like Coca-Cola is or phones. So a business will choose to have either a more labor intensive production process or a more capital intensive production process. Now, how do they decide what the right combination is? Let's look at that.
Quick pause. If you're finding value in this explanation, there's so much more to discover. At Alt Academy, we break down every A-level concept with the same level of clarity. Now, let's continue.
Now, there's a few important factors that have a direct influence on the right mix between labor and capital. So, determining whether you're going to be more labor intensive or more capital intensive. And the first of those would be the size of the business. Okay. Now, this implies that a bigger company would have access to more finance, which means they would have access to better machinery. So they can afford it, they can buy it. If you're a young business starting off, a small one, then finance is in a finite amount. Therefore, maybe you may not be able to have heavy machinery in your business and you may be forced to have labor doing most of the job. So the size of the business will be one of the factors that you look at before determining being more labor or capital intensive. Secondly, the cost of labor and machinery will also be a big factor. So we know that machinery is expensive, but it's a one-time cost. So are you going to be okay with that? or you're gonna get in cheaper labor, but you're gonna have to continue paying them every month. Maybe increase their salaries, give them bonuses, motivate them through other means. So that cost is also there. So you have to assess between the two, which is the type of cost that the business is ready to accept, and whatever is cheaper, of course, that's what the business is going to choose. And finally, the type of product that you're making. So if you are in a service-based industry, which is also known as tertiary industry, let's say a hairdresser. Now you can't have a machine cutting people there for the simple reason that I like to talk to my barber. That's one. Secondly, I don't want the same cut every time. I want to be able to tell my barber that shorten it from this side, leave it like it is from the other side, so that interaction with the human is what will make the product better. So with services, it may be better having a human but service the customer. In other situations where if it's Coca-Cola, for example, you don't need to know who made it or how it was made. As long as it's the same Coca-Cola, same color, same taste, same shape, same bottle, it doesn't matter. So in that case, maybe machine's the way to go. So depending on the type of product you're making, you will decide the mix of your labor and capital. That is the last word on this chapter.
Now that that's taken care of, head on over to altacademy.org to watch the rest of our A-Levels business videos. Over 60,000 students have already taken the leap. What are you waiting for?